Our top story right away. The unholy nexus of Kashmiri separatists and terrorists now lies exposed. The images of JKLF leader Yasin Malik sharing the dais with 2611 mastermind Hafiz Saeed is undeniable proof of Kashmiri separatist links with Pakistani terrorists. The images that show Yasin Malik and Hafiz Saeed on the same stage at an event that is in Islamabad to mourn the hanging of Afzal Guru have created massive outrage. But the JKLF leader still remains brazenly defiant. He says that his sit-in was a peaceful demonstration and his hobnobbing with the butcher of Mumbai only incidental.
I was having a 24-hour fast against the hanging of Afzal Guru. So thousands of people came on that street. Human rights activists, students, all the leaders from Azad Kashmir. So he too came there, he just sit for a 10-15 minutes, there was no meeting, nothing. The question is, the concept of hunger strike is to communicate a message of non-violent democratic movement. The concept of hunger strike is not to start an armed struggle or to support an armed struggle. I have met, yes, it is true that I have a meeting with Lashkar-e-Toiba chief Hafiz Saeed in 2006 when I went to the Murid camp and I shared dais with him. I spoke on his dais and on that day I told them that the peace process is going on between India and Pakistan. You must give peace process a chance. And today a person is sitting on the street for a hunger strike and so many thousands of people came there, he too came there. So you are trying to kind me that it was a pre-planned meeting something. This is a message for a non-violent democratic movement. Maybe he will get influenced with these kind of attempts. I have not called him there. He came there, so thousands of people came there. He too came there. This hunger strike does not mean to encourage armed struggle. No, the hunger strike does not mean to encourage violence.
Well, after this kind of reaction came in from Yasin Malik coming out and standing up to his defense, well, there's a clamour for action to be taken against them. The BJP coming out with these reactions. Let's just listen in to what the BJP and also the Congress have had to say.
Well, Hafiz Saeed is someone who is accused in the 2611 outrage. The government of India has conveyed it to the government of Pakistan on various occasions that he needs to be brought to book, and if anyone decides to share a dais with him, it is indeed something which is a matter of concern, and we are sure that the appropriate authorities would look at it in an appropriate manner.
इस मामले की जानकारी होने के बाद हमें अभी भी उम्मीद है कि सरकार सख्त से सख्त और कड़े से कड़े कदम उठाएगी उन लोगों के खिलाफ जो लोग कि कश्मीर में रह करके या भारत में रह करके और हाफिज सईद जैसे आतंकवादी अल-कायदा और जैश ए मोहम्मद और जमातुल दावा जैसे संगठनों के साथ संबंध बनाए हुए हैं और उनके इशारे पर देश में उनके इशारे पर अपनी शैतानी और वहशी हरकतें कर रहे हैं.
Well, the government can no longer afford to look away from the separatist shameful hypocrisy. The government must rethink on the passport issue to Yasin Malik, probe separatist financial and political links with terror groups, and bar separatist leaders' regular visits to Pakistan.
The government of India, by allowing him to hold a passport, allowing him to travel to Pakistan, has created major problem. Because when a person goes to Pakistan, it is known he is a separatist leader who wants Kashmir to be unhooked from India and joined up with Pakistan. It is obvious that he is going to take support of Pakistan government, Pakistan ISI, and Pakistan's irregular forces supported by Pakistan Army, in which Hafiz Saeed is involved.
After this, I think our attitudes towards Mr. Yasin Malik must become somewhat firmer. For reasons of political correctness, for whatever, he has been getting a lot of mileage. He has been given a platform to express his views from quite a few people. He is an honored guest in Europe. He seems to be an honored guest in the United States, in Australia and other countries. He is consorting with a person who is on the United States most wanted list, on who the United States has a $10 million bounty. If after such a brazen act of solidarity with a known terrorist on which there is a bounty, even if after that he is given a platform by civil society organizations or government organizations or semi-government organizations in the rest of the world and in India, I think it is a sad commentary on our resolve to isolate and fight terrorism.
Well, let's get in more. Let's just analyze the situation. Let's get in retired Lieutenant General Nirbhaya Sharma. Lieutenant General, thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning. Do you think that Afzal Guru's hanging has led to this kind of alienation?
I don't think it will affect the situation in Kashmir Valley. Yes, there would be a temporary sense of grief somewhere amongst the family members and friends of Afzal Guru, but other than that, I think in the valley, situation now is quite different. And if I can just explain to you, as far as the valley is concerned, militancy is at all-time low. Large number of tourists have started coming. There is peace. There is development which is happening, and I don't think the people of Kashmir, although they can become very emotional and situation can turn around, but I think there has to be some, the state government and the establishment will have to make some very monumental errors to create that kind of situation. Because what is happening now is that the people of Kashmir know, and as far as this particular individual is concerned, he was not a mass leader. He was someone who had done a job as is known against a consideration. He was not an ideologue. He was not driven by any ideology as such, but what he did was horrible and it cannot be pardoned. So therefore the people of Kashmir are not with him by and large. Of course there could be certain segment which could be sympathizing with him,